Hey, so the truth of all of this is that you were not hated, you were not sabotaged because you were wrong. All of that was happening because you were prophetic, you were accurate, and you actually do not look like the vessel that they're, willing to receive that from. Not just about you looking like you're the one that could actually give them premonitions, prophetic messages, any of that, but it's just that you literally carry the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, the Spirit of Christ within you. A lot of times, the things that you may have said or warned these people, y'all bear with me because Holy Spirit's wanting me to go ahead and put this message out, y'all. But yeah, a lot of times you were given insight about certain things, and you may not have necessarily wanted to speak on those things based on your past experiences. You could be someone that resonate with being an empath or an introvert. You could resonate with being, clairvoyant, clairsentient. You could also be on the spectrum. Like you could be someone that you're highly sensitive. Okay, so being that this has been your demeanor, your personality, you may have felt that there were people that in your past may have made you feel uncomfortable about, the things that you have said. And time would pass and those things would come to pass. But people would acknowledge, like, okay, wow, you said that and it actually came true. But it would also be in like, they would undermine it in a way. And so I'm sharing this with many of you right now because the Most High is wanting you to move into alignment with your spiritual gifts and abilities. It is not a coincidence that you have the ability to have deep insight. You're connecting with the Most High. You're picking up on certain things. These prophetic gifts that you have, the fruits of the Spirit, is needed, especially at this time. And it's also something that is a part of you bringing redemption to your bloodline. Some of you, life is going to change for the best, not just the better. And it's because you're being obedient to the Holy Spirit. I'm also going to do a message in regard to Deuteronomy 28. It's a pretty long chapter, but I have to share it. And the Most High wants me to read the entire thing in regard to the blessings and the curses, because most people aren't going to read it. They would rather just listen. So I'm going to be sharing that. But the reason I'm sharing that is because in the beginning of Deuteronomy 28, it speaks about the blessings of obedience. This is what is happening to you. So you're being blessed, you're being favored. And the truth of the matter is that there were people, there could have been family members, so-called friends, that invalidated the things that you said, the things that you stood for, and you never were wrong about those things. It's just that you were prophetic, and your ability to tap into that level of spiritual discernment was not only intimidating to these people, some were even jealous. Others may not have been necessarily jealous. Many of them may have felt as if it was scary to them. It was so scarily accurate, some of the things that you said and the things that came to pass. All right? And so trust and believe that the more and more that you lean in to what Holy Spirit is guiding you to do and being obedient, you're going to get the benefit of that obedience. I'm telling you, for some of you, there is going to be major opportunities that are beginning to present themselves for you. And the favor, the blessings that's happening for your life, people are going to look and think that you have overnight success. It's not going to be that per se, because it's like you've been working towards, whatever it is that God has guided you towards for a long time. But these people, they're going to interpret that as you having a level of just like, all of a sudden they looked up and your life has done a 180. Like you're going from experiencing being in the wilderness, you're going from being in valleys to really being in the on the mountaintop. Like, y'all dream big. This message is for you now. The Most High wants you to really focus on the positives. You've gone through it. Many of you have. You've been forged through the fire. You had to endure different levels of spiritual warfare. And some of you, you've looked up and you found yourself solo. But you're really not alone. You have the Most High, you have God. Some of you, it could just be you and you know, the closest ones to you. It could be you and your loved ones, you and your spouse, your children, or just you by yourself, whatever it is. But you being obedient to the Most High, trusting that God, the Holy Spirit, is giving you certain messages to convey to certain people for a reason. Even if it's the fact that you're just living uprightly, you know, for yourself, your impact is felt. Your presence, the way in which you do things, is the ministry. You're the walking ministry. Okay, some of you, some of you are not going to have a brick and mortar. I'm picking up that some of you, it's not that you're going to go into a traditional sense of ministry. Okay, you're going to be doing things in a different way. The Most High is, coming up with. I'm definitely picking up some of you. You're probably going to be invited to do public speakings and things like that. But just be open to what the Most High is doing for you. The Most High had to put you in these positions where you had no choice but to create distance with certain people so that you could do His work. And once you really align with that, everything is beginning to really just shift for the very best, not just the better. Congratulations, you made it to the other side. You chose to be obedient. You chose to do your Father's work. God bless.